So, we are a couple of days into BFA, and it's at this stage where you start to see what classes are going to play out being very good, and obviously things do change, but you get a really good idea initially of how the classes are performing, and one of those that I think is really performing well, which happens to be my main, which is awesome, but is the Feral Druid, okay? Don't mind the T-Mog, it's leveling gear, please, no comments. But I entered a skirmish, right? I don't know if many of you are doing this, but as you're leveling, if you get bored of leveling, you still can do PvP and things like that, okay? I entered the skirmish. There's a 2v2 of the 4 people. 3 of them were Feral Druids. There was one on my team, I was a Feral Druid, and the other team had a Feral Druid on there and a Marksmanship Hunter. A combo which both open very hard from stealth. Feral Druid also pairs super good right now in some Mongo 2 skirms with Assassination Rogues or anything like that. They just open really hard from stealth. But the point is, for there to be so many Feral Druids running around in a skirm, even though I haven't done many, it just goes to show that they are doing well. And it's, along with their damage is really, really good. But this is the kicker right here. This Restoration Affinity is, in my opinion, what is making them very good at the moment. And I hate to say it, but might get a little bit of a nerf lately. Depends how kind of the stats play out towards max. But really, it's the update to it. And if you're not familiar with this spec from in Legion, you always get Ysera's Gift, healing you 3% of your max health every 5 seconds. That's exactly the same as it was. You used to always get Rejuve, used to always get Swiftmend. So, in duels, when dueling Windwalker Monks and everything was super, super hard, you know, you'd open, get your bleeds up. Instead of putting a heal into yourself, try and root, and use this time to try and heal yourself up a few times, pop a big Swiftmend if they've done any damage to you. And there you go. So it was always super good in duels and things like that. But now you've probably seen, I haven't mentioned Wild Growth. Now Wild Growth is a ability from the Restoration spec. So when you go Resto spec down here, you get Wild Growth. Now I'm not sure if it's exactly the same. Let's have a look. 3,161 over 7 seconds. If we go back to Feral, we have to check the book over here, 3,000. So it's exactly the same ability as what Resto Druids get, just off a quick scan of the eyes there. Which is impressive, right? It's a heal over time ability. So you put it on yourself, watch the ticks. Bang, it ticks like that. Pair that with Rejuve, pair that with Regrowths, and a big Swiftmends. You are topping people up very, very quickly. You are an off healer, an absolute off healer if you need to be, but as well as having super good damage. Also added into it, depending on what level you are, I have seen on the beta, I'm not there yet, but your shoulder guards and your Azeroth armor, some of them, unless it has been patched, I haven't seen this myself, you can spec extra healing. Actually, that might be the Restoration Druid. Actually, sorry, that is the Restoration Druid, the Azeroth armor. On that point, though, Restoration Druid is also in a very, very good spot. We might cover that in a later video. But right now, Feral and Resto Druid are super good. Boomy is behind. I'm not sure exactly what they're lacking. I haven't played around with it too much. But the emphasis of this video is the Feral. Now, we are in a queue. I'm waiting for it to pop so we can put this off healing to the test. But pretty much that's it. Feral is playing exactly like Legion was, but with one major change. I mean, their damage is good. That can always be modified, but it always has been pretty strong. It's a quick bleeder. It can ramp up its damage fast. So in fast arena games, in 2 skirms, in a jungle cleave comp, when you're playing with a hunter that has a lot of CC and does a lot of damage very quickly, Druid has like really great potential. It's like an Affliction Warlock, except it can get its bleeds or its dots up quicker, in my opinion. I feel like Shadow Priest and Affliction Warlock being casters, it's harder and takes a little bit longer to get your damage up. Sure, when you do get it up, then it might do more. But just for you know, the quick games, I feel like Feral Druid is the #1 to get up those bleeds super duper quick. And that's what we're going to go. We're going to run Thorns, Ferocious Wound, and Fresh Wound. Rake pretty much, usually a lot of the time, crits coming out of stealth. Because it's got that 60% extra chance. Now we've got a Bung Q, so we'll be by ourselves. We'll see what we can do, okay? Haven't played much of this expansion. The emphasis here is just to show the look at wild growth paired with the other nice little heals we get. So when we get down in health, we'll try and escape and get away. So before we open, we are going to put a regrowth on ourselves and a rejuve. You'll see that does give you 14-second buffs. Oh, we're versing 1 Shadow Priest. Is that it? Please don't leave the game. What are they going to do? Get that. And we'll stun the next one. Oh, here's a Hunter. Okay, we're taking a lot of damage. Pop repay. So we're at 50% health, right? Let's pretend we run away. We're going to heal up. We're at 30%. We're going to get off the big wild growth. Good, and we're still alive. Taking on 2 people. How much healing did we do? 44,000. So even though the priest didn't have to do much, and it's not the best example shown, I literally just queued up 1 to show you, but try it out yourself. Wild growth as an addition is really, really helping. You get an extra heal. Restoration of Affinity, it now is a very, very good thing to pick. By the way, I did do more healing than the Disc Priest there. But like I said, he might not have been healing his teammate too much. I was too busy getting wrecked. Checking out talents. It used to always be Guardian Affinity that you would pick for the 6% reduced damage there. And you also get Frenzied Regen, which is super duper good. On a cooldown though. But Restore Affinity, for certain arena comps right now, that Wild Growth Edition helping out a lot. It's super good. Try it out.